Hello, everybody. Today I want to talk about um, what things that I have in my gym bag that most people don't have in their gym bag, and have to excuse the crunching. It's my cur there. She's a healthy eater and having her supper, which I don't know how long that'll go on. But anyhow, I'll get started here. And first thing, see I find in here is Phillips head screwdriver. And why I say Phillips head is because you don't want the flat, wide head like this. But why I have a Phillips head screwdriver is for on a lot of the plate stack weight machines. They're notorious for the pin that adjusts the weight to be missing in them, and this makes a good replacement for that. I don't know if gym owners like me saying that, but it does work very well and has saved me from not being able to use a piece of equipment because the pin was missing and I couldn't find one to fit it. So I just put that in there and went on about using the machine. See, the next thing is I always carry a spoon and fork because you never know, when you might want you bring something to eat, some type of protein pudding or whatever, and you can't eat it or mix it up because you don't have a spoon or fork. And the next thing would be a pair of these small, I prefer the needle nose vice grips. And where I use these a lot is if a piece of equipment is has a loose bolt on it, I can just tighten it up and go about my workout instead of it has a loose seat or something. And sometimes they'll have, I know of one, it was like a leg curl machine. They had the pad on it was missing some type of, I don't know what you would call it. It was like a E-ring, compression ring that held the pad on, and I just simply clipped this to the end of it and it held the pad on, and I could continue working out. And I know of one piece, it's like a lat pull down machine. The seat's screwed up on it and you sit on it and the thing will fall with you, so you can adjust these and clip them below the seat and it'll hold it. So these are something I use all the time. I had somebody the other day see me using them, and they was asking me if I was like maintenance man or something. But no, I'm not. But I like to take care of stuff if it's not working right. Next, and this is a very odd one. I know I get some weird looks, but it works really well. I carry a can of WD-40 with me. I prefer the one with the little straw on it like this, and a rag. But the reason I carry this is, again, like your stack weights machines, any kind of machines that require lubricant to work, they are notorious for being dry. That they're being used so much, and you might be putting to where you've done like 30 pounds on them the week before, and then you get on there and you do 30 pounds and now you can barely move it. And the reason why is the weights are grabbing the bar where they're so dry. And you can spray a little bit of this on each bar, and there you go. It frees it up. And the rag is so you know, I wipe up if there's any overspray, because I don't want, you know, be having WD-40 all over the equipment and then somebody calling me out to not do it. And the reason it's in this bag is because the last can I had in this bag, it pressed on something and the whole can emptied out inside my gym bag, which made, I mean, ruined a lot of stuff in here, not just the bag. But another thing, this is kind of a common thing, is towels. Like the little, this is actual gym towel from, I don't know, getting supplements or something. But I have 2 of them because a lot, I don't really use these to like wipe sweat or nothing like that. But I do use them as a padding, because the, you know, some equipment, right now there's a leg extension machine that's missing a lot of the padding, and the wood underneath the padding cuts into your legs, and I really can't stand to use it, just leg to wood. So I'll put this, you know, on top of my leg, and I can use the machine until the gym gets the padding replaced. And I also use it for, like, if I do like a weighted leg raises with a dumbbell, that dumbbell cuts into your leg, you know, really bad. So a lot of times I'll wrap this around the head of the dumbbell to keep it from, you know, cutting into my legs, making it uncomfortable. And these flushable wipes, don't need these very often, but as a lot of people know, that if a pain hits you when it normally doesn't hit you, then it's usually bad. And the last thing you want is the commercial grade 10 miles worth rolls of toilet paper that is in public places. And so I've been grateful that I've had these a time or two. And, you know, so I keep those in there as a precaution. This, I have a little cheap old calculator, probably $2 at Walmart. And the reason I have this thing is I like to calculate percentages, and my warm-up sets are percentages. You know, I do like 4 to 5 warm-up sets before I start my workout, and those sets are percentages of the working weight that I'm going to use. So I slowly increase the percent, or it comes in, you know, so I figure that up, what percent of what weight I'm using. And I also use it for, say, leg press. You know, you put so much weight on a leg press, like say you're going to do 800 pounds, so you need to calculate the weight of the leg press and how many 45s is it going to take to fill up that amount of weight. And you know, you don't want to miscount, so this just is a good way to figure up, you know, how much weight you're actually using on things that you add lots of weight to. Which I know you can use your phone, but I prefer that little thing. This is something that I don't like to go to the gym without, and that's a length of, this is like 2 foot of chain with one of these snaps on the end of it. And what I use this for, I use it for a lot of things, but what I mostly use this for is like, again, a weight stack machine. Say that the weight is on the stack is not enough. Say you've maxed out the machine and you want to add weight to it. Well, you can wrap this chain around the top of the stack and add weight to that. Run the chain through the plates, whatever you want to put, 10 pound, 25 pound weights on there, and then snap this, you know, back on the chain, making a loop. And so you have that added weight. And sometimes it comes in handy too with say like a lat pull down, and it's, you know, sometimes the leg rest, the rest that goes on top of your knees is so low, the seat's so low that you can't reach the bar from the seated position. And then if you're using like max weight, your body weight doesn't weigh enough to grab the bar and pull it down to that seat. So what I'll do, sometimes I'll, you know, add 4 or 5 or 6 links of this chain and clip the snap on this link, and then I'll clamp my attachment to this, and that brings it down to where I can stretch my arms out, grab the bar, and then I never have to get out of position from the seat that I'm in, you know, or get out from under, you know, like a rock solid position under the knee pads. And, you know, I've used it for that dip belt. Like I've kind of modified, made a little dip belt to hang weight from me doing pull-ups and stuff. And also, you know, you have this clip that is on all kind of cable attachments in the gym. So if that cable attachment is missing this, you have one of these to replace it with. And I have Versa-Grips, which that's pretty common. Something that may be the last thing. No, not the last thing. I have 2 of these. I have ratchet straps, and what I've done with them, I've ground the hooks off of them, and then I've attached these 2 straps with a threaded link. And so that gives me a continuous strap to where when I thread this back through here, it makes a loop. And what that loop allows me to do is mostly for what I use it for, is on why I have 2 of them. Most of the time, like when you get up to say a 70-pound dumbbell, a lot of times then it goes from 60 to 65 to 70, from 70 to 80. So it starts making jumps 10-pound increments. And for me, the way I like to do progressive overload, which I just consistently increase reps, consistently increase weight, that 10-pound jump I feel is too much of a leap in added weight, because it's essentially like adding 20 pounds to your bench, like all of a sudden going up 20 pounds. So what I'll do is I'll take those straps and I'll strap a 2.5 pound, 5 pound at most weight on the end of the dumbbell, and so that gives me a 5 pound or 2.5 pound increase on each in each hand. And this is also good to, sometimes I'll have to, you know, strap pads to a piece of equipment. Sometimes I'll put it on a Smith machine and hold back the safety hooks. So like doing squats, because they'll continually creep back and the thing will rack itself by itself, what it seems like. So there's my 2 ratchet straps. Is something I use all the time too. And this is pretty odd, but I do use it a lot, and that is a fish scale, 50-pound fish scale, probably, I don't know, $10 at the most at Walmart. And what I use this for, it's got this hook on. Smith machines, different Smith machines are bad about weighing different at the bar. Like my Smith machine here at the house, it has no assistance to it, no counterweight assistance. So you're actually holding 45 pounds. When you press just nothing but the bar, it's 45 pounds. But I have took this and hooked it to different Smith machines and actually weighed that bar. And there's one I weighed, it was like 15 pounds is all you're holding. It has that much counterweight. But there was one that's like 30 pounds. You know, another one that's like 25 pounds. So you don't never know what you're actually lifting. So, I mean, if you don't do this. So what I do is I'll weigh them, the bar, and then I know, and then I'll go into my little workout journal here. Well, dang it. Which, and see, I've added, you know, Cybex Smith, 15 pounds. That's the Smith, Atlantis Smith. Straight up and down, I described it. 20, way it moves, 20 pounds. Life Fitness Smith, 25 pounds. So what I do is just label them, you know, for future reference. So if I go to that particular Smith machine, then I'll know what I'm actually lifting. So, you know, like 2 plates on the end is not the same from Smith to Smith to Smith. So, and I also use this, I do it with different bars in the gym. You know, everybody knows that how much a barbell is. It's a 45-pound weight, but do they know what an easy curl bar is, or a neutral grip bar, or any of the other, you know, odd shaped bars in the gym are? And I didn't either, and so this is a way to do that. I mean, you can walk over to a set of scales and hold them and then set them down and weigh yourself and subtract the weight, but I just hang them from this and then I know how much they weigh. But it's also got a tape measure in it. Get it out. And I do use this sometimes on different pieces of equipment, so I know where the settings are on the thing. If it doesn't have like numbers or you know, something to indicate where it was in the past or where I'm at, and all I have to go on is like the height of it or the length of it, well then I'll just make that measurement and I'll note that in my workout journal, and there I have that for reference, so I don't waste my time trying to figure out and refit the equipment, you know, to fit me again. I have it, I just measure it and set it to the measurement. So that is it on the things I have in my gym bag that you normally will not find in one, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.